Hey Gorb, how's it going, man? How's your Friday night going? Good, just doing Mythic Zeros on my alt. Sounds like fun. What do you think of the new dungeons? Hey Brown Thunder, how's it going? Yeah, I still have to run like one more on my monk. I'll be done with zeros for the week.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Night's been pretty good. Just had like a super late dinner. Thought I'd stream for a couple hours and then probably try and be in bed by like 1 a.m. That way I can be up tomorrow for hopefully good Saturday sales.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just have to relist these glyphs so I have some bag space. Did move over most of my crafting to my rogue. Finally got it through the maw and got it set up for its inscription. So I can do shuffling on that, making inks, crafting missives, and putting together Dark Moon decks as well. That way this tune can be on the auction house pretty much non-stop. Anytime I'm on, I can just park this tune next to a mailbox and my longboy. Uh, 600k reset on Soul Dust. Yeah, it's a lot of gold to spend on Soul Dust. But if you got in yesterday at the low prices, it's probably worthwhile. Because a lot of the stuff that people were using to disenchant went up in price. Got in at 14, reset to 70. Only sold about a third. It's at 20 now. That's not bad though. If you sold something like at 70. Even anything over like 50 is good. Yeah, I think it just tanked in price because there's no good shuffles anymore. It used to have a much higher price floor, but now it's pretty much yeah. I don't know if it's worth shuffling. I haven't even taken a look at it.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just gonna do a cancel scan on jewel crafting and leatherworking. Just the level 2s. I'm not too worried about the level 1 sales.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Sold us increase because they raised the prices of mats yesterday, like afternoon. I think it was like 4 or 5 p.m. my time. So they raised the prices of stuff like the thread from 5 gold to 9 gold. They also changed the crafting, so you need 3 of those for each bracer instead of 1. So if you craft the bracers, they cost a lot more now. And then, yeah, if you were crafting those to disenchant, then obviously the crafting cost for each of the soul dust goes up as well. Might as well try new things if you're sitting on a lot of capital. You can make some good gold that way. I could shuffle since the thread would cost 72 and I could vendor the item, still make 17 gold profit from each one. It's still pretty decent.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
How are you setting up different ranks and groups in TSM? I just did 1 group for each rank. Yeah, so I have it just split up into 4 different ranks. Just make sure to have the ignore variations unchecked when you add the items. It doesn't have a different item level, or item number, but it has a different item level. So it'll, if you have this unchecked, it'll put it into a separate group. I did spend quite a bit today. Hopefully we can make some of this back. We were sitting at 11.8 on this account and down to a little bit over 9 million. But I think we should have at least 2 million in here. Yeah, I usually just add them once I craft like rank 3 or rank 4. I don't know if there's a way to do it on the website, but I've just been doing it with items that I have in my bags that I've crafted already. So page 1 we have 1.6 million. I think I looted at like midnight yesterday. I did loot some on my mages. So those are the cells I looted from 8 hours ago. But everything else should be cells from 23 hours ago. So it looks like I looted at like 10 p.m. my time yesterday. Pretty close to 24 hours worth of sales. Ooh, it's a nice sell. We sold one of the rank 2 shoulders for almost 100k, 95. Which means I should probably craft a few more of those. Should actually check what rank 3s are, or rank 2s I've sold.
Have anything ancient?
Did also sell another shoulder just yesterday for
At least 2
I
centuries.
think it was 365. We can take a look at that sale. I think it's still in my mailbox. Oh no, that was from the stream, right? Maybe I looted it with my mailbox yesterday. Sold the waste for 30, rank 1. So far as rank 2s, I only have the arms, the helm, feet, vest, and waist. Oh, so yeah, I just need to restock the shoulders. So maybe switch to my monk a little bit later. Craft maybe like 2 or 3 of the shoulders.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I still need to skill up my legs and hands, but I think the prices are pretty bad right now.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I think they're like half of crafting costs. Not quite a half, but I think under 5k of crafting cost. Rank 1 shoulders too, really bad. I think I'm actually sold out of those, so I'm probably just not going to craft anymore. I think there's just too many people trying to rank up and selling these for way below cost. Yeah, so the hands are like 17k. I think the callus was sitting at like 1.7 or 1.8. And you need, I think, 4 for the gauntlets. So it'd be pretty close to like 20k just for the callus side, and people are selling it for like 17. So it'd be like 3k loss. Maybe more if you take into account the other leather. Legs, even bigger loss because those take 5. People are selling those for pretty close to the same price. Yeah, you can see everyone's trying to rank up to 2. Just dumping what they craft on the auction house for way below crafting cost. But hopefully the weekend sales and like Tuesday sales are good. Make back some of that gold. Which is callous at the moment. Ooh. We should skip some of this up. That's a lot of gold. For sure that one, because it's like really cheap compared to the others. 1.6 is really good. But we had to drop like 600k.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So go ahead and loot page 1. Oh, I did have one big sale on the veracity. A bunch of them got sold out, so I listed one at 150 and sold it before the prices came back down. Make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see. So yeah, that was a pretty good sale. Selling one veracity at 140. Paid for a lot of herbs. You can see the veracities were like 30k earlier in the day. Other trinkets are sitting at like 17. This one's like the repose is under 10k. Just because there's just too many on the auction house. Not enough demand for those. Really happy about that sale. Rank 2 shoulders for 95. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth ranking up to 2 and 3. If you can capture the early sales, you can make a lot of gold off of that, even if you sell the rank 1s at a loss. So we had like a little bit over 6 million on this tune. Should put us at like 7.6, 7.7, something like that. Uh, 7.8 actually, not bad. Page 2 is 1.2, so it'll put us back up to like 9 million. A lot of trinket sales. Missa is doing really well. Did pick up a bunch of the herbs earlier today at a really low price.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I think at one point the nightshade hit like 150, so I picked up a bunch of that. You can see the prices back up to 180. So we'll check prices maybe over the weekend. Try and pick some of that up. Definitely for raid, we need to have some for making flask and potions. Or just flask, I guess. Potions don't really use the Nightshade. Death Blossom at 32 is pretty good. Oh, there's a lot at 32. Don't really want that much.
If you find anything exotic,
Maybe just wait for prices to drop. Oh, we did sell some Enchanted Lithium. Had some claw cells as well. Oh yeah, right here. Definitely worth having the Enchanting, I think. Another big chunk sold here. Sold 310, got almost 60k. It's like 200 gold each. And I think my crafting cost is like 150 or 160 for each of those. Because I just buy the light list when it hits like 75. Sometimes buying at like 80. Nice lithium bars. Almost 1k for each of those. I think the ore was sitting at like 333.
have anything
So I picked up a bunch earlier. Maybe
needs to be at least 2
the bars.
centuries old.
Yeah, so it was I think my buy earlier today was 330. And I was selling them for almost 1k. But you can make some pretty good gold with this. Because if you bought at 320, your crafting cost is like 650 or 660. Make like 200 gold per bar.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Just cancel my name list.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So once this refreshes, I'll loot it. Chameleon Glow's still selling, so definitely worth having those on the auction house as well. What is your cost about herbs in your realm? Which herbs? Nightshade's back up at like 180, but I got a bunch earlier today for 160. And then the other herbs are between like 35 and, or like between 30 and 40. So 342 on the last page, puts us back up to 9.3. I actually have a lot of, leather as well, my monk. Processed a bunch earlier today. Says we have one more mill. I don't know what that is.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
Might be like
centuries
EUI
old.
error. That was really weird. Nice, we're back up at 12.2. Our high was 12.5 on Thursday, but we've been making a lot of investments in like leather and stuff. I think our next high will be probably over the weekend or maybe even on Tuesday after the reset. Pretty good. Pretty close to 45 million in sales, 12.4k or 12.4 million profit. But I think that number is going to get much higher once we sell some of the leather we've been crafting. And our top sale was at what was that 400k sale? Oh, it was a trinket. Someone bought one on day 2 or day 1 for 400k. And then we did sell the shoulders at 375, I think. So those have been our biggest sales so far in the expansion. Look how much gold I've spent. Yeah, we're getting like a little bit under 4 million in sales each day. Spending a lot of gold though, 3 million almost. 1 million profit a day. But I'm happy with 1 million profit a day if we can maintain it for a month or two.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Let me list more missives. We can take a look at her prices again. Or not, I gotta reload.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Oh, I should actually reload anyway since I've loaded a big mailbox. Thought my PC crashed for a second. Hard to say. Yeah, I think the people that didn't get a chance to craft on Tuesday because they were busy with work during the week, or were at school or whatever, they might be on tomorrow and craft their legendaries. Weekends generally tend to be busier anyway, so I expect the prices and the sales to pick up.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I'm more concerned about the rank 1 prices. Hopefully some of the cheaper stuff gets bought out tomorrow, and then we can maybe craft at a profit instead of crafting to sell at a loss just to rank up. Yeah, looks like Nightshade's at 175. Glad I picked some up earlier. Might actually go big, maybe 5 to 35. So we got a lot of Death Blossom. Don't know if that's someone trying to bait or someone just didn't know. Ooh. Trying to decide if I want to buy at 1.8. Probably not, right? So we can just buy this. Wow, there's actually quite a bit. Maybe we'll hold off on buying for now. The Enchanted is 4.5 though, so if we bought it like 1.7, we could just hard to say if I should buy or not.
If you find
Maybe just hold off on buying for now.
bring it to
I can check prices tomorrow.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Just leather mostly. I'm gonna switch accounts. Hop on my monk and craft a few things. Definitely need to craft a couple of the shoulders. Because we sold one yesterday at like 375. We sold one today at 100. Maybe we can craft. I don't know if I should craft all of them. Maybe try and push for rank 3. It's gonna be really expensive to do that though. Because I think you need 8 callous and 8 enchanted. Crafting cost would be... Yeah, it would be quite high, I think, to level it up. But maybe we craft a few more 2s and see if those sell over the weekend. If they sell, I'll probably try and push for rank 3, I guess, on that. I sold a bunch of random stuff.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Been selling these crowns for a couple hundred to 1k.
If you find anything exotic,
Definitely good use for my extra gems. Oh, so shoulders are just 6. We could actually get rank 3 pretty easily. Just need more the shards. And we can craft 10. Maybe pick up more desolate leather. Someone was saying you can get a discount on these shards, but haven't checked it out yet. Maybe we'll go try and find the vendor. Yeah, I think someone was saying the Covenant has them cheaper. We'll check really quick though. Just pinged him on Discord. I don't know if he's up still.
honor me with your attention.
So it's 125 here. Let's go see how much it is at the Covenant. Wait, where's the flight guy? Oh, he's over here.
Welcome to the Eternal City.
Hey, Leaf Man. Going pretty well. How are you guys doing tonight? Is it worth it to level Inscription now and making my gold via leatherworking and enchanting? I think trinkets are still pretty good on most realms. Missives are really good as well. You actually don't even need to be level 60 to do most of the stuff that makes gold with Inscription. 5 a.m. That is pretty late. Are you over in UK? Yeah, I think like London's exactly like 8 hours ahead of me. Nice. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna bother with the gauntlets or the legs. I'll see what prices are like tomorrow and see if it's worth ranking up. I'm actually really close to the gauntlets. Just need 6 more. Same with the legs, I need 7 of those. I mean, we'd have the mats, plenty of gold. Can maybe just try and get rank 2. There's an NPC in Ardenwall that sells them for 100 gold if you're honored with him. I actually have no rep, I don't think. Yeah, I have like 0 rep. I am honored with the Ascended. Is that the Bastion faction? Try and find the NPC real quick. Even getting like a small discount I think is worth it. So the shards are really expensive and you need quite a few to craft each thing. Let me actually look on Wowhead, I think it's gonna be a lot faster. It looks like it's actually in Hero's Rest. Oh, I almost fell off. Not good.
Archon's light shine upon you.
Oh yeah, I got this thing set up. So we can use it to teleport.
I await your offer.
Nice. Looks like the NPC is over here.
Need sustenance? Bandages?
Oh, nice.
Wet cloth?
It's 112.50 if you're honored. So I guess if you're revered, it's 100 gold. It's really good. Maybe I should just buy a bunch now. Grab like 400.
Farewell.
Hey, no kill, what's good? Dang, that network is so useful. So yeah, maybe I need to work on my rep.
I humbly present these goods.
So you're gonna craft a few more shoulders, I think. Just do a 3 for now. Actually need to enchant a bunch. So mill my mage maybe like 200. Cooking right now? Nice. What are you making?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I don't know if it's worth crafting any of the rank ones. Maybe we just try and sell what we have. These prices are really bad at the moment. Yeah, someone in my guild needs gauntlets or the legs. I'll craft to get rank 2, but don't think it's worth it otherwise. I wonder if they're actually selling at 300. Even 125 for the gauntlet seems pretty good. But we would have to craft like 6 and 7 of each. I mean, crafting cost isn't that bad. 4 enchanted, 4 heavy. So we need 6 of those. Should have enough for that. And then legs is 5, so we need 35? 35 of each, I think. I guess we could do it. Just need more desolate leathers.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Desolate leather is 1 gold 75 now. Do I want 3,000 of this? I'll just buy him. Debating resetting my missive markets. Might be too late this evening for that. Yeah, I imagine it would probably depend on where you're located. Might be something to do tomorrow. Yeah, Saturdays are usually pretty good. If you can get up like really early in the morning, do a reset, and then just capitalize on the high volume of sales. Way more people on. Gonna need 7 of these. Just need to make a bunch of the heavy desolate. Should have enough to craft. I'll probably just leave them in my bags on the stone, and then if the cheap ones get bought out tomorrow, then I'll go ahead and list. Nightshade is at its lowest price right now on my server, 175. I think I'm buying a bunch just to resell on Tuesday. Might be a good play. You could also use them for missives, depending on what prices of the missives are. I got nothing ready for 800 missives. It's pretty good. How many do you sell a day? Are you also still doing the Darkwind cards? I burned through my Tranquil on that. That and like missives. I just got rank 2 of all the leather, I think, now. I haven't touched the mail because I think someone else in my guild is handling it. Did document decks earlier since Veracity had a 10k spike in price but went back down. I'm not doing any more decks. I'm just holding onto these decks. The prices are too strange. Yeah, it's like that on my realm. Prices will be like low in like the morning and then miraculously like in the afternoon everything will get bought out and like naturally reset. Had that happen with the Veracity earlier today. I showed you guys my mailbox earlier, but some of them were like selling at like 30, 40k. One sell at like 150 in the afternoon. So I'm gonna craft one of the legs, rank 2. Just listed on the auction house on my DH. Then I'll process the rest of the leathers probably just later tonight off stream. Gonna switch accounts back to my DH. Do you know of any way to scan the auction house to see if you've been undercut? Maybe using the sniper tool with some type of operation to detect your sale price. Yeah, just do a cancel scan with TSM. I can show you in a second once I get logged back in. I was talking about in real time. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to do that. With sniper? Maybe. I don't know how you would set that up though, to be honest. Yeah, if you do enough like spamming with the council scans, it's pretty close to real time. Oh, you're talking about having it automated? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you... Yeah, if you automated it, it would be against the TOS. Probably not the best idea. Nice, we have all the rank 2s now. Just need to work on rank 3s. Maybe just work on that after the reset on Tuesday.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Wonder what the Darkmoon deck prices look like right now. Yeah, just do a big cancel scan.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
It's taking forever to get my mail today. Might actually just move to my garrison. Yeah, missive cells are pretty solid still. Wow, it's like super slow here as well.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Do some shopping, I guess. Lilas is pretty high at the moment. Lithium Ores not bad. 300 under 300 is I think it's the lowest I've seen it. Maybe not. I bought some at 150. I think that was like someone trying to bait though. Nightshade at 180 isn't a good deal. I got a bunch at like 160 earlier, so I'll just wait for the prices to drop on that. Oh no, I missed that really good deal on the Cala side. Yeah, there was some posted 50 gold below the 168. Only 1.4 million to buy it all. At 3.7 for that. Probably a bad idea. Oh, we're still at a rank 2 ring. Should maybe pull more of those out. Still have one, but I have a bunch crafted. Hey Valk, how's it going? Just stopping by to say hi. Are you taking off again? Sales on missives are so good right now. $1.3 is pretty low. Maybe I should reset that. Or just buy them all and reset to like, I don't even know. 1.5? 200k reset. I don't know if it's worth it. Probably not. Enjoying playing the game, not doing auction house stuff, except sniping. So no attention can I give to Twitch. No worries, man. Should definitely stay on top of listing these decks.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
And then I'll mill these herbs over to my rogue. So I can just shuffle that account. So probably missives are still selling this late.
Inventory is full.
Oh, I think it was a rank 2 sale.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Nice, glad we restocked that. Sold another rank 2 shoulders for 100k.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Might just craft the remainder of the rank 2 shoulders and see if I can craft a rank 3 and sell it for a really high price this weekend.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Probably been undercut. Apparently shoulders are really good for leather. Just checking lists online to see what's good as far as legendary slots. Is No Kill still here? Let me actually ping him on Discord. Thought we'd have been undercut by now, but just sales. I think everyone's not everyone, but most people have gone to sleep, I think. It's only like 10 p.m. on the Pacific time, but I think a handful of people in this realm are East Coast, as it is like an East Coast server. So yeah, not much competition at night. Which is surprising, but because we're still getting sales on missives. Yeah, pretty much the second I list it, get like 1 or 2 sales. Tempted to buy more, but I'm afraid the second I buy, prices are going to drop even lower. Should be set on Calicide though for a couple of days, I think. Yeah, if there's this many in the low 170s, I think the prices will be much lower tomorrow, and even on Sunday. But we could make a little bit of gold just selling them as enchanted. So if we buy to 170, heavy would be 3, no, it would be 1.7k, and then we need 2 would be 3.4. And then 1 dust is probably not even 100 gold. So it'd be like 1k profit off of each one. Maybe worth it? Or we could just buy a huge chunk. Average buy would be 172. Heavy's at 177 right now. Maybe? Maybe I'll just hold off.
If you find
I think I still have
anything
plenty of
exotic,
stock on my
bring it
monk.
to me.
And I think my priest, or not my priest, but my mage has some in the mill as well.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Lots of ink for misses, but I'm gonna try and get rid of them on the weekend. If not on Tuesday, worst case scenario, I make decks. Also gotta put in guild bank since I'm in charge of missives. Oh yeah, I should probably do the same. See if people are crafting legendaries this week. Should maybe make a. Actually, is a GM on right now? He is on. I guess I wouldn't hurt to drop some in there.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Maybe I'll drop like a stack of each in there or something. Hopefully this isn't a debate, but I know we totally got debated. Said I sold treads for 300 or no 400k, but it was just a rank 1 sale at 30. Yeah, I thought this one sold, but it was just one of these. How are you selling all of that? Selling all of what? It's mostly missive sales. Sold a lot of decks as well in the past hour. A lot of missive sales. Sold one rank 2 ring for 26. Rank 2 shoulders for 100k and rank 1 treads for 30. Yeah, most of this stuff is just stuff I've crafted. Not really even flips on this tune.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I'm up to 71 million in sales on this tune. But I think only like 45 so far in Shadowlands. I did some of these sales back in BFA. Yeah, this is the tune that I was originally using to list my Dark Moon trinkets back then as well. But I switched over to my other account just since I have a priest and a mage on this account that I was using for progression last in like BFA. But in Shadowlands, I'm playing a monk on my other account, so I can use this tune again as like an auctioneer. Missives, you craft them with inscription, and they're items that you need to craft legendaries. You actually need 2 of each, so that's why yeah, they're selling so fast.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
The auction house is fast now. Yeah, I was like painfully slow earlier.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Nice. We looted at the beginning of the stream, and we already have 178k in sales.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
Another
centuries old.
361k coming in.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Hopefully it's a big weekend. Imagine it will be.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that haven't crafted their legendaries yet. A lot of players that are just weekend warriors, so I think it's gonna be pretty good sales for the base items as well as missives. Dark Moon decks always a fallback as well because those seem to sell pretty fast. Just sold 2 more, the ones we just listed. I'm gonna be sold out at this rate. I think I need to craft more missives.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
I'm reselling some
centuries
things,
old.
but still no profit. What are you reselling? What is the most cost-effective herb to mass mill to make just missives? I mean, you do need some nightshade because that's the best way to get the tranquil ink. If you're crafting all 4, then you just go Death Blossom. So that gives like 50-50. As far as like the ratio of as far as like the ratio for luminous and the umbral inks. But if you're crafting way more like crit or haste ones, I think the just scan really quick. I think it's easier to explain if I have numbers in front of me. Yeah, if you find yourself crafting more of the haste ones, like on my realm, Rising Glory might be a little bit better. So if I see the price at like 25, I'll buy that out instead of the Death Blossom, since I seem to sell more of the crit and haste ones. You get twice as many luminous with Rising Glories instead of the umbrals, because the ratio is like 2 to 1.
If you find anything exotic,
And then if we take a look at our crafting, crit takes 8 luminous and 2 umbral, and haste is like 6 and 4. So it's going to be better to mill the herbs that give more luminous if you're crafting more of the crit and haste ones. But I think most people just go Death Blossom and craft L4. You can also do Death Blossom for Dark Moon stuff. I can actually craft 167 cards. But yeah, I think I'm pretty well stocked on Dark Moon decks. I can always just craft more on my rogue in the morning if I need to.
have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I'm using Bill Cynic's profile to do cancel scan. but until now, no profits. Are you flipping like mats? Yeah, like flipping Shadowland stuff is I think it seems to do pretty well, just because stuff sells so fast. Got undercut on the vest, I need to cancel these two.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to
I am
me.
not high enough level to use that.
Can maybe just have two up at once. Ooh, that's pretty rough for anyone that didn't get any sales at like high prices for the shoulders. Where can I find that profile? Billis and Ixius? I think it's on his Patreon.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
He's probably using that one.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I'm gonna restock some of the missives. Did actually reset the crit ones yesterday, so I'm pretty well stocked on that. But it looks like I'm running pretty low on haste. And mastery as well. Just do like 60 for the haste ones. I was maybe considering doing a reset of the masteries. Maybe take a look at that again. I think the prices were down to like 1.3. Wish they'd give us gloves or something. Glove enchants to speed up our enchanting, or crafting rather. Takes forever to craft anything in Shadowlands. Yeah, I'm actually still in the process of building it. Check out missive prices.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Mastery's down to 1-3. Could just buy up everything to like 1-4. Or we could reset up to like 1-6. There's only 13 at 1-5. So if we're doing a reset, we might as well just buy up to... See how much it is. $200k to do a reset. Trying to think if I move enough masteries to warrant buying at 160 of those. Yeah, I've only sold 300. Maybe not worth doing a reset. Because that's that 300 I've sold in like, was it 9 days? And it's been longer than that. 12 days. I think the prices will just come down too fast before we can sell them. Alright, so we'll just craft more masteries instead of doing a reset. I just listed my veracity and it sold like almost immediately.
Have anything ancient to trade?
I think I'll just
Needs
dump
to
them
be
all.
At least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I think I'm just gonna buy a graphics card next. So I think it'll be a while before I get my RAM. And I can just drop the new card in here, stream at a higher bitrate or higher resolution. And then once my new computer is complete, I can move the graphics card out of this computer and then put in the new one. I think that probably makes the most sense. I actually did the same thing with the hard drive, like I ordered a solid state and put the solid state in this PC. But once I build my new PC, I'm probably just going to pull it out and put it in the new PC. Have you started building up an alchemy stockpile? I've been stockpiling some herbs, but the Widow Bloom I think is too expensive, so I haven't been buying that. I'm just gonna wait until the weekend. Really bad about using herbs for inscription as well, so I'll have to actually set some aside on like another tune that I don't play or do any crafting shuffling on. Whiteouts 37, thank you so much for the follow. I don't honestly think Window Bloom is going to drop much. I tried farming some to see why it's so expensive and it sucks. There's no nodes. Yeah, maybe I'll have to buy some this weekend at the high prices. I definitely need to pick some up. I don't know if anyone's going to be... I think our guildmaster is doing alchemy. I think he's AFK because I messaged him a while back and I haven't heard back. Yeah, he's AFK. I'll just hit him up on Discord and ask him, or just ask him tomorrow. Can maybe just check the guild bank. Don't know if I have access on this tomb, but I can check and see what our flask situation is like. I think these are all flasks, right? Yeah, for sure. Looks like someone's doing a lot of cooking, which is good. Hopefully they're doing like feasts and stuff. Maybe we were set. That's a lot of mats. I could always drop more gems as well, because I have a load of those. What else do we need? Oh yeah, missives. I could probably drop a few of those in the guild bank. But I'll probably craft more first. And I can just do that in my rogue later. Could maybe drop bags. Bought a bunch of potions that use Widow Bloom for way under cost from people leveling the profession, so that's how I'm building up my stockpile. Yeah, it's a good way to do it, especially if you can get it below cost. You can just, instead of investing in herbs, you can invest in potions. There's like a potion that, oh yeah, the agility one takes 5 of those. Let's see how much those are going for on this realm.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Stamina potion is 26 gold, and the agility potion is 800 gold. Such a huge difference. Widow Bloom is 130. That's actually pretty decent. Yeah, my average buy on that is 180, 187. I think I just bought enough to level up my alchemy as well. Yeah, region market value average as of a day ago was 155. So this is actually like pretty, like 20% below the region. It's not bad. Or I guess 15%, but pretty close. No, there's only 7. I think the other DPS potions that do damage also use Widow Bloom. Let me check, oops, I opened up Inscription accidentally. Meant to open up Alchemy. Oh yeah, that looks really expensive. Potion of Deadly Fixation takes 3. Empowered Exorcisms. I think all the other ones will be pretty cheap. Deadly Fixation is only 314. Takes 3 Widow Bloom, which is selling for 130 plus. Math doesn't quite add up there. Same with this. Wow. Are prices like this on your realm as well? Empowered Exorcism is selling for 173. Seems really cheap. It's only one potion per craft, right? You don't get like extras. Don't think there's any sort of bonus proc system, so I think it's 1-to-1, which is pretty surprising. Yeah, like this price makes more sense, 780 for that, but 170? It takes 3 Widow Bloom, why would you sell it for that low? Yeah, there's loads at like 130, 140. Could just buy them all. Have 5,000 or almost 5,000 for 700k. Probably not worth it. Should maybe see what's good. Yeah, I think the only problem with BFA is that, or with Shadowlands, is that we don't pre-pot anymore, so people are only going to be using one, which pretty much, like, cuts the demand by half, almost. Can you export your legendary goop with different ranks? Mine isn't working. Yeah, I can probably do that, because I only have jewel crafting and leatherworking, though, so if you have other professions, I don't have an export for those. See what they say on... I should probably be looking at, like, class discords, but I'll just look on Icy Veins for now, because I'm lazy. See, let's look up... Where's the tab for consumables? Potion of Phantom Power. Which one is that? That's this one. Yeah, I think you just go single target. Probably one of these for most classes, and then for AoE, it looks like it's just using the main stat. But I can check a few other classes just to make sure that's the case. But maybe it's still worth trying to flip those. Because it's not like Widow Bloom's going to drop in price on Tuesday, right? Unless someone's sitting on a bunch or something. I haven't actually tried farming it myself, so I don't know how difficult it is, but... Yeah, prices have been high for a very long time, so I can't imagine it's like an easy farm. Yeah, so this one's used for most casters, I think. At least for mage, single target. Oh, for arcane, it's the main stat. Let's check fire really quick. Is anyone playing fire anymore, though? I think everyone switched over to either arcane or frost. Yeah, it's fire for the or it's the main stat for fire as well. We also have the oils we should be selling. Actually, the shadow core is gonna be pretty cheap, right? Because it's death ballism. That's actually really good. It would be almost like 20 gold profit on each one. So the oils is probably something to look at. I think this is a tanking one. I think most people are going to be using this. Yeah, I can just export it after stream and ping you on Discord. Seems like Phantom Fire, Deathly Fixation, and main stats will be the ones to go for. Sounds good. So maybe avoid this one? Damaging spells and abilities have a chance to erupt your target's anima, dealing up to 340 to all enemies within 10 yards. So it's gonna be for keys. Not really for a single target. Probably not for raiding either. Unless there's like a fight that's heavy adds. And I imagine most people who are using potions for progression are going to be using the oil as well. So yeah, definitely maybe go into oils as well. Have lots of stockpile before Tuesday. Might be worth investing in this now. Yeah, 300 is still pretty well below crafting, so maybe I'll reset these at some point. Yeah, I probably should have done that sooner. Good use for Death Blossom. I've actually crafted 0 of these. I probably should have crafted a few with some Death Blossoms. Why don't we just buy some more Death Blossoms?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Oh, look at that. There's some really cheap Death Blossom.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Now we actually have to go back into town, I think, for the etch files. So I don't have any more on the stone. I think Shadow Core is the one we want to sell, but maybe we'll craft a few of these as well. Maybe people use them for like leveling or for sure tanking, I think. Let's go back to town. Craft maybe like 40 Shadow Cores and maybe 10 or 20 of the tanking ones. Lanthios, thanks so much for the follow. Just doing some weekend and Tuesday prep, I guess. Hi Red or Hi Zed 420. Thank you for the follow as well.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Come back if you need anything.
So it looks like there's only 2 different types of bows to craft. Don't think there's a separate one for healing, just looks like tank or DPS one. Found you through the TSM Discord, and I wanted some company while fishing and grinding the last leather spots. Nice. Yeah, leather's really expensive. Definitely worth grinding out your own mats for those. But it is really good gold once you get like rank 2 and higher unlocked. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just sell them on Tuesday for people crafting rank 2s. Yeah, if you're not using them yourself. Yeah, it's really weird. A few of the spots got nerfed, but I've actually noticed the prices coming down pretty heavily on this realm. Prices were holding pretty steady at like over 200. Now they're like 170, 180-ish. For the calicides. And then Desolate's even worse. I think I saw a bunch at almost 2 gold earlier. I decided at the beginning of the expansion that I want to play the market instead of the game. There will be plenty of time for content when I have more money. Yeah, especially the first couple of weeks. I think a lot of people are focused on leveling up and gearing for raids, but if you're like more the gold making mindset, you want to definitely focus on gold making for the first couple of weeks. Especially with like raid coming out on Tuesday. And people being able to craft rank 2s, it's going to be pretty hot. A lot of gold to be made, I think, on Tuesday. Next week as well. What are you doing for dust these days? We actually bought a bunch of green items yesterday on stream at, I think, 40 gold. I disenchanted all of those yesterday after stream. But I think the bracers are still pretty good. Yeah, because you need 3 of the threads. So it is a bit more expensive, but I think it's still worth crafting those. Because now people are listing the cloth and the leathers for a lot cheaper. Grizzlies, thank you for the follow.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Not much of a profit on that one. Listing it's pretty cheap though. We can list 40 for 12 hours at 1 gold 50.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Any DE opportunities to do it with cheap gems? Depends on what the ore prices are like on your own. Maybe craft some of the green rings. But I think the mats for that are pretty expensive as well. I think but if you have gems to use up, that's probably a good way to use them up. What are the best professions to make money right now? Pretty much all of them. You can make a lot from gathering, because the mat prices are still really high.
If you find anything exotic,
Inscription has missives and the Darkmoon trinkets. Crafting professions have the legendaries. Actually, I haven't done much with engineering, so I don't know what engineering has, but I'm sure there's something. I did actually sell my first Sky Golem. I think I got like 80k for it on one of my other realms. So like engineering still has that. Jewel crafting now has legendary rings and amulets, which are pretty decent. And then enchanting has a lot of like really good shuffles at the moment. Yeah, missives are pretty insane.
have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
If I want to get into flipping, what do I want to flip? Probably BOEs when the raid comes out. But you should probably build up your capital a little bit first.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Probably depends on your realm as well. I don't know like what raid BOEs go for, but I would say to start flipping those, you probably want to have like 500,000 to 1 million gold. They're going for 36k on my low pop server. That's insane. Yeah, ours are selling for like 1.5. But anytime I list, I usually sell like 1 or 2 almost immediately. Like just now. We sold like 4. The ones I just listed.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Say LTF out of here. Thanks so much for the follow. Does herbalism and mining and alchemy inscription is good? Yeah, like all of those are pretty solid right now. Especially inscription. So easy to make gold with missives. Darkmoon Dex 2. Is enchanting profitable on most servers with a shuffle? What is the enchanting shuffle? Bracers to dust. Now, if you have like max level Shadowlands enchanting, you can do the The lithium bars. So yeah, my realm you would buy the lithium ore for 270, 279 I guess. We'll just say 280. You can use 2 of those and 1 dust to turn it into an enchanted lithium bar, which sells for 850. So crafting cost would be like 570, 580-ish, and you're selling it for 850. So like 200 per bar, I guess. You can do the same thing with the cloth, and you can do the same thing with the leather as well. So yeah, heavy calcite, 1.5k. That's actually really low. I should buy that out. Oh, there's so many though. 500,000. But yeah, let's say as an example, I bought out that stack of 1.5. I think I'm just gonna buy it. So yeah, we just do 2 heavy calcite plus 1 dust equals 1 enchanted heavy calcite, which is 4.4k. So I bought up a pretty sizable stack at 1.5 each. So it's like 3k plus the cost of 1 dust, and I get back like 4.4k for each one. And then, yeah, there's a cloth one as well. You can just like, look in your, like, professions book to see that one. Pretty much the same concept. Buy silk, enchant it, and sell the enchanted. Yeah, the margins are much slimmer here. Lightless is actually pretty expensive at the moment at 90 gold. So usually when Lightless hits 75 gold or less, I'll buy that out and make the Lightless silk. I actually have some listed. I should probably cancel and relist.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So I'll process those on my mage.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Nice. That shadow coral we just crafted sold. How many did we sell? Oh, we sold 30 of them. We crafted 40. It's not too bad. So I guess that's one thing to do with alchemy. Make the oils and sell the oils. Are you gonna flip it or enchant it? I'm gonna enchant it and just sell the enchanted leather. Because it's like 1.4k profit for each one. Pretty close to 1.4 anyways.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, so we littered our mailbox at the beginning of the stream. We're already up to 566k in sales.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
And we also have 353 in the mailbox. Pretty good.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Yeah, it's like 900k total.
At least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit under 900. 566.
If you find anything exotic, bring
Oh no,
it.
it'd be over 900. I think it'd be like 906. It's so hard to make money on Zul'jin. People don't understand how the economy works.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I I do some flipping on Zul'jin, doesn't seem too bad. I don't know how it is with like professions and stuff, but I imagine it's pretty competitive since it's pretty high pop realm. I almost accidentally listed rank 2 at a super low price. Was there another one I listed accidentally? Doesn't look like it. We're good.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to her, ma'am. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, I played on Tichondrius for like 5 months, and it wasn't too bad making gold there. And it's like a bigger realm than Zul'jin. Just a matter of being in the right markets. I think I streamed most of it too.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, like I streamed most of my gold making on Tichondrius, I think. Because I started streaming right about the time when I started playing there. Look at all these beautiful sails.
If you find
Yeah, I think I'm gonna log over to my
anything
mage and work
exotic,
on those leathers. Want to sell them ASAP since I bought so many. I think I actually bought some earlier as well. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll go Alchemy Inscription. Yeah, those are both really competitive. You have to be really on top of listing your auctions, running cancel scans. You also want to have quite a bit of capital to do markets like that on a high pop server. David RM15, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I have no clue what you should buy with your 100k. Don't know what realm you play on. I don't know what prices are like on your realm. Don't know what professions you have. Yeah, I have 600 Calicide. so I need like 100 dust, 150 dust. Kiku, thank you so much for the follow. I have a paste bin in my Discord with some of my groups, but I don't have a paste bin for my operations. Yeah, I would probably say like legendaries, but I imagine you're gonna be a bit behind if you're starting it right now, because most people already have much higher ranks. Imagine the prices on the rank ones are pretty low on Tyke. As far as legendaries. Sure, there's some sort of other shuffles that you could do with leatherworking. So maybe just build up your capital first. If you have like a ult that you could farm on, skinning is really good right now. Prices on like stuff like calcides are really high. Why are your missives so expensive? I bought a bunch of Night at 160. And then we just picked up a bunch of Death Blossom, I think at like 32. Between like 32 and 35. But I worked out my math earlier, and I think my crafting cost is like 1.2 or 1.3. And then I got a crafting cost of like 1.6k for each of the Darkmoon cards. Which is like 13k per deck. They nerfed the leatherworking enchant shovel today. It was actually yesterday. Yeah, I was like streaming, and I think it happened like we were talking about it after Zanzar's raid, so I think it was like right after Zanzar's raid. They also raised the prices of some of the mats and how many you need for each of the crafts. But as far as disenchanting, the output's the same for Soul Dust. Yeah, before you were averaging like 2.56, and a buddy of mine did a test with a bunch of bracers and got 2.5. So as far as like the amount of dust you get, it should still be the same. It's just a much higher crafting cost for bracers. I'm selling 5 Soulkeeper Spires per day for 5 to 6k. Nice. Is that the like offhand? I'll have to look into that. I actually haven't crafted any of those. Maybe that's another market I need to get into. Yeah, how expensive are your herbs? That missives are costing you 3-4k. In staff. Is that with enchanting? Oh, it's an inscription thing. 22 luminous and twilight bark and vendor mat. Nice. I'll have to look into that. We can take a look at it when I switch over to my DH. Got a ways to go. I think I need at least 300. Looks like 312. Lindore 68. Thank you so much for the follow. Is there a dump for that for like Umbral, or is it only for Luminous that you can craft a staff? I was thinking of this, but I think this is pretty expensive, right? Maybe I'll just craft one for the appearance, but those are selling for 125 gold on my realms, so probably not worth it. Because the sacred shards are 200 alone. I can check the staff when I'm on my scribe. Maybe I'll craft like one of each, see how they do.
We're open for business.
Yeah, I don't really have a public profile at the moment. I do have some groups that I exported to Pastebin, which is in my Discord. But it doesn't have any like operations or anything yet. Yeah, like my operations are set up specifically for my realm, and I'm using nominal values for a lot of things because yeah, like the TSM data is screwed up since we don't have enough data. Yeah, like druids and monks as well. Monks can use two-handers again.
Alright, you guys, this is it. When the attack begins, all warriors click on defensive stance. Everyone else wait for Craig to cast his intellect buff. Okay, got it. The battle is sure to be long, so make sure you all have your special abilities macroed to your keyboards. Alright, Eric, you can count on us. Come on!
Smeezes with a raid of 35 years. Thanks for the raid, Smeezes. How was stream? Yeah, I thought you might like that raid alert, given your profile picture or your avatar on stream. Nice. Did you get all of your Mythic Zeros done for the week? Hey Ellie. Nice, finished the world tour. Did you get a lot of good upgrades? I think I just need to run one on my monk and I'll be done for the week. Just missing 3 to 4 upgrades. Awesome. Offhand, neck bracers, trinket. Yeah, I think I still need a main hand. I got an offhand for Mythic Zeros this week, and then I have a heroic weapon that I can use for healing. But I think we're gonna actually have too many healers, so I'll probably just play DPS. In which case I have like a two-hander that I got from Zeros as well that I can use. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do most of my gearing probably in raid. Maybe try and squeeze in like 1 or 2 on Tuesday before raid. Just disenchanting some bracers at the moment, making some of the calicides. We get a bunch of the heavies for really cheap, so I'm just gonna flip them. Yeah, I think we worked out to like 1.4k profit for each of the leathers. Have enough to craft like 300, so it should be like almost 500k profit for not much work actually. Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes worth of disenchanting, and then crafting it is a really long time, but I think it's definitely worth it at 1.4k profit per calicide rather. I think that's enough. Queue up our craft. Yeah, it's so long to craft. So maybe like 20 minutes worth of work. And then I can probably just AFK craft most of this. It's like 10 minutes worth of crafting. Maybe I'll just do it off stream because it's gonna be pretty boring. Wait, how many seconds does it say? Is that 987? It's like 15 minutes of crafting. Yeah, I'll just maybe let it run later.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, we got a bunch of the heavy at 1.5. So it takes 2 of those and 1 dust. And we're selling the enchanted calicide for 4.4. Auction house takes maybe, let's see, 4.4 be 110, is that right? Maybe 220. So we get 4180. So maybe like 1500 profit for each one. And maybe 1100 profit for each one. So yeah, we just made like 300k. Like, just a matter of crafting it all. Crafting slash selling. Switch over to my DH again. Imagine we've been undercut already on trinkets and missives, so we should probably relist those. Oh yeah, and I should check the staff that you guys mentioned earlier. Yeah, so Robot says the crafted staff with inscription is pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. Maybe craft 1 or 2 and throw them up if prices are high on this ROM. Mailbox is up to 645.
Have anything ancient to trade?
We have 274 coming in. We sold all of our shadow corals, like all 40 that we crafted on stream. like half an hour ago we sold. Maybe I should craft more of those as well. I think it's like 20 gold profit on each one. Maybe slightly less. Oh, we could actually reset it and buy the one at 80 and reset to 90. Even bigger margin. Thanks for the tip, robot.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So craft more in a second, but we should check the staffs as well. Do I need to pick up the recipe somewhere? Oh, it's this thing. Wow, it's really good. 5K. Yeah, it's like 4.5K, 4.5K, 8.4, and 8.5. So it looks like people are crafting them with the relic ones as well. Might be something to test out. Just maybe craft like 2 of each. And then maybe 2 more at the increased item level using a relic. I actually have crafters mark that I think I actually use those to level up my inscription, so we can use those to upgrade a few of these spires and columns.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Pretty safe if we can sell them for like 4K.
How may I assist?
What if I bought 16,000 of those on accident? Oh, is there a limit on how many you can buy? So the vendor only had 4 of them.
Death is the ultimate transaction.
Can you get them from other vendors?
It is clear you deserve only the best. You honor me with your attention. Please, do see me again. Tell me what you need, my friend. I live to serve, Maw Walker.
Just engineering and leatherworking.
For you, I offer only the finest. May I tempt you with my wares?
That's kind of annoying that it's a limit. But I think we can craft like 3 now.
You have my undivided attention. Always a pleasure.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least.
I guess we could
2
just buy some if
centuries
we're in a rush. How often do they refresh? Look how many there are on the auction house. That's pretty insane.
If you find anything,
10 minutes. I'll just buy them off the auction house. It's not that big of a deal.
have anything ancient to trade, needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Should just buy up to 15. Do I need that many? Probably not. I think I'm gonna do like 2 of each. And then... So how many would that be? 24? I already crafted 2. So 20... Can't think right now. So I'm gonna craft 8 total. I already crafted 2 and I have 4 barks already. How many do I need? At 14, I think. I think that's right.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Nice, I'll try it out.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Yeah, if they sell, I'll have to remember to add that into my routine.
Centuries old.
When I move my ult over there, I can just do shopping for the bark. I think I'll just list them all at the same price. Not too worried about it. But yeah, they're 8.5, and I think the other one was like 4 something, 4 or 5. Yeah, 4.5 and 8.5. Pretty cool appearance.
If you find anything
Yeah, worst
exotic,
case if they don't sell,
bring
just
it.
mail them over to one of my tunes and learn the appearance.
Have anything ancient to trade, needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade, needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Oh, yeah, we were gonna craft more oils, right?
If you find anything
Might as well.
exotic, Bring
They
it.
seem to sell pretty fast. I need more vials. Maybe we'll craft a bunch at once, maybe like 200 or 200.
It would be my pleasure to help you.
Just do 200.
This realm offers...
How many have I bought total? 227,000 Death Blossoms purchased so far. My average buy is actually really high. 43 gold. We've been picking them up for the 30s though. In like the last few days. It's like 8 million spent on Death Blossom alone. That's actually almost 10 million. 9.97. Yeah, I should maybe look through all the professions. I'm sure there's a lot of other crafts that I'm not doing that are profitable. Are these ingots worth doing? You do have to mill some nightshade, but you get ingots out of it. It also gave me skill points. Maybe I should start doing that as well. But I think Darkwind Fair is coming out in like a week or two, so I can max out alchemy with that. Oh yeah, I was gonna work on shade stones as well yesterday, but I completely forgot. Maybe that's another thing to do this weekend. Yeah, it's like pretty cheap to make now too. I think it's just like one vendor mat and one of each ore. Did they raise the crafting costs? Maybe it takes like 3 vendor items now. But either way, I think it's pretty cheap to craft. Yeah, even these oils take forever to craft. Yeah, I think I'll take your advice and maybe do some shopping this weekend for the potions. The ones that we talked about earlier. Maybe look at some of the flat or the main stat ones as well. Especially like agility, like that one should be selling for way more if it's taking 5 of these Widow Blooms. Yeah, they seem pretty useful too. I think a lot of people are going to be using them for raiding. Even in keys next week. Yeah, I think everyone's going to be using it. It's like extra damage for an hour. Do you have to reapply it every time you die, though? That could actually be a really good market, if that's the case. If it's like runes, it's maybe for progression it's gonna be really good. If it only lasts if you stay alive. Oh, we could actually just test it. Use the oil, jump off a cliff or something. See if we still have the buff. Can maybe look it up, see if it's oh, it does persist? Dang, that would be awesome if they made you reapply it each time you died. That could be a pretty insane gold maker. Nubsway, thank you so much for the follow. Got him crafted.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Surprisingly, haven't been undercut. I think most of my competitors have gone to sleep. So that means I can do some shuffling. Do some other stuff other than running cancel scans. Oh, that's my rank 2. I don't want to list that at it's another rank 2. Do you know how to make separate groups for rank 1s and rank 2s and rank 3 legendaries? You just add them each individually to a different group. Yeah, I have my setup like that. Four separate groups, different item levels. When you add it, you just make sure the ignore variations is unchecked. Not sure then. Yeah, works fine for me. You can see group 1 has just 190s. Group 2 has 210s. Group 3 is 225s. Group 4 is 235. I haven't gotten rank 4 of the ring yet, that's why it's not in this group. They're the same thing with leather as well. All these should be 210s. These are the 190s. My server has been crazy for the oils too. Death Blossom is down to 23 and the oils are 88. Flying off the shelves. Dang, that's really good. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. Are you trying to import? Because I had the actual items in my bag, so I added them like that manually. Maybe it's an issue if you're trying to import from a group or something. Do you notice TSM revenue shows the item level is 175 rather than 190 and the tool type doesn't show the sold amount legendaries? Yeah, if I'm in this window it does that, but I think if I exit and do the default UI it shows the actual sales. Yeah, if I go to the default auction house, it works fine. Showing my sales and my purchases and the item levels. No problems.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I think it's just a problem if you're using the TSM window. But if I switch to the default auction house UI, it works fine. Nice, we're already up to 800k in sales. We looted our mailbox like 2 hours ago too.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, if I'm like in this window and look at it, it's like not showing. Actually, it still shows here. Not sure, maybe not. Yeah, it's showing as 190s now. And no sell data. Doesn't seem to work in my inventory. Not sure what the issue is. Yeah, it like works here in the default auction house, but it doesn't work in my bags or my TSM.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I think I'm just gonna dump everything on the auction house and switch to my mage, work on those leathers. I probably don't need all of my waist guards up, so I'll just list these tomorrow. Hopefully what we have on the auction house sells. Maybe do a bit of shuffling. Yeah, I should mail my herbs over to my rogue. Make sure also not to mill the Widow Bloom. Actually, maybe I'll just keep some Death Blossom on this tune, in case we make more of the oils. I think that's all the prep I want to do today. Aside from, I should probably mill more stuff on my rogue. But yeah, I can just do that after I end stream. Any plans on what to do with all your liquid gold? Liquid gold is, billion gold. I'm at, 420-ish right now. Probably a little bit over 420 now. My plans with it? I don't really have any plans. Maybe just get everything off of the black market auction house. Do spend a lot of my gold on Hearthstone packs, so as long as I can buy packs with my WoW gold, I'm happy. Also the usual stuff like paying for game time and paying for expansions, paying for extra accounts, stuff like that.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be
Hey, look at that. The Calicide we crafted? Sold. What an easy game. Yeah, this is like 1.6 million gold per hour. Actually, that doesn't factor in the disenchant time. But if all you did was buy leathers off my auction house, craft them, I think it's like roughly 1.6 million an hour. Like profit, not even like sales. So it's gonna take me 15 to do these 300 or so. I think we decided it was like 1.4k profit for each leather. So how much is that? 1.4 times, we'll just say 270. 378k from this batch. So maybe it's closer to like 1.2 million, 1.3 million profit per hour. But that's also assuming you can get the heavy Calicide at 1.5. And you can for sure sell it at 4.4. Was selling rings and X at 2.5 each all night. Half of them log on now and they're all 300 gold for with thousands of them up. Which rings and X? Legendaries or the crafted stuff? I think 300 gold's pretty average for my realm. For the, yeah, like the regular crafted rings. Yeah, I think most people are just ending up with a lot of gems like I am. Like, I have twice as many gems on my monk as well that I've gotten from prospecting and ranking up my legendary bases. There's no other really good uses for it. You can sell it like... You can sell it as like gems, but I think it's better to craft the rings. Even if you're only getting 300 gold each. If you can like get the ore low enough, it's some profit on those. Do you use average buy to determine the price of your crafts? Not really. Probably should at some point. I usually have an idea of what I paid for certain mats. It's not hard to track, I don't think. Especially on one realm. It does get a bit confusing when you start doing crafts on multiple realms. But I'm just focusing on this realm at the moment, so it's not that hard to keep track. Is using average buy reliable? Not average buy, but you can use smart average buy. I think that's a better way to do it. Sold about 583 rings in next so far this week. Not sure gold-wise or any mailbox at the end of the week, but I spent 200k on ore. That's not too bad. Yeah, I spent quite a bit on ore. I think I spent like 400k or 500k earlier today. Spent a lot on leather as well. So my gold took a pretty big hit. Yeah, I went from 11.8 million on this account to like a little bit under 9. Looted some of it, and then we spent a bunch as well, picking up more leather. But we should make it back pretty easily tomorrow. Wish I got into leatherworking early. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I was thinking of trying to do tailoring as well, but I'm glad I didn't. I think jewel crafting and leatherworking was the right choice in my monk. Especially leatherworking. Sold some rank 2s at some pretty nice prices. I'll probably work on getting like rank 3 up, maybe even rank 4. Maybe like this coming week. We'll see what sells tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just gonna be shuffling for the rest of the night, so I'm probably gonna call it. It's gonna be pretty boring, because I'm just gonna maybe yeah, I'm gonna boot up my second box and do herbs on that tune, and then probably work on some more leather stuff on this tune. I do also need to work on the soap that I have before the prices come down too much. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out today. Thank you Smeezes for that raid earlier. Happy Friday for, actually it's probably a Saturday for most of you guys. It is like 11:35 p.m. So yeah, I think like East Coast, most people in Europe are gonna be on Saturday. But yeah, I hope you guys make a ton of gold this weekend. Gonna be finding someone to raid real quick. Should probably be back tomorrow. Maybe do like a evening stream. But plan is to shuffle for an hour or so and then go to sleep. And then still have one more mythic to do, so I'll probably do that in the morning and then do some gold making. And then, yeah, like stream in the afternoon, I think. Why don't we go ahead and raid Holy Hellion? Yeah, I think she's fairly new to streaming, but I think she raided me the other day, so it's always cool to check out new streamers in the WoW community. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Later, Little and Leaf Man.